tasty. Look at that little one. And that one's shorter. And that one. That's obviously down the hill a little bit. Nothing to do with tall tree climbing whatsoever. Just right now. Yeah, look at that. Here we go. Sharp. Bit of gunk on the top there. Sharp. Not sharp. They're bad. They're sad. Ugh, finish sharpening this. See if I can pop this here. Hopefully that's pointing at me. Just doing a short introductory to this video because it kind of suddenly starts with me throwing a throw line at the tree and it's like it's all happening. I had to cut out everything before then because I was going with a group of friends and the audio was so incredibly complex to cut out, and some of it did need cutting out. I just deleted it all and thought I'd just make a short introduction. Which, yeah, now got enough time for. I've been trying to do this for weeks and it's been dark every time I get home from work. Oh, that's to do if I showed the Instagram, this one. So, just do it now. I'm full-time subcontract climber. Tree work is what I do day to day. Bit of hedge trimming on the weekends. Recently got given a grow probe by my grandmother and thought I'd try doing a bit of filming and then try to make it into a video, which is the most complicated thing on earth to do for me. Much more at comfort in a tree with a chainsaw than with a laptop. But we're getting there now. I just thought I'd make a video of this tree climb. The second time I've climbed it. It's very cool. We don't have many trees like this over here. Views are great. It was a fun day out. Did it with my brother. Helped him up after what you'll see on this video. And yeah, it was a bit of fun for me. I've been doing this 5 years and I do still enjoy tree climbing. It was a day off, so I went and climbed a tree, which seems like a bit of a daft idea. But I hope you enjoy it, hope you like it, and if there's a good response, I might make some other videos of actual tree jobs and chainsaw sharpening, which, believe me, as a tree surgeon in the UK, you do a lot of. People never ending nailing bird boxes and stuff. Yeah, we start this tree with throw line shot. It's not the first shot, it's the second shot, which is still a very good day. But no, I will be honest, it wasn't my first shot. Could have been higher, which would have been easier. Would have made the first bit of the tree a bit easier if it had been higher. But it was over a big enough branch, so often you're best just going with it rather than risking getting a throwback caught. Once we're in, make our way up bit by bit through the tree. Descend, DRT, put a couple of other ropes in for getting my brother up. And then came down again with a bit of drone footage. Excuse me. And yeah, much more enjoyable than day-to-day tree work. You don't have your spikes, you don't have any chainsaws, just SRT gear and climb up and enjoy the view and do it in a way which doesn't harm the tree in any shape or form, because obviously wanting it to be there. And yeah, I had fun and I hope it looks fun. I'll try and find out how to turn this off now.
So he does this thing that's like a little sling for the rope. Is it a little strapped? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? I think we're through, Caleb.
We're through.
Want me to get the other end?
Oh, you trying to what?
It's even reached the ground. I had enough throw line.
Harry's already wanting to go back for more snacks.
Well, it's not far. Now the issue being, obviously, seeing exactly what it's through, but once I pull my rope through, we'll be able to see.
You can tug it a bit.
Give it a tug, see where it's holding.
Don't bother yet, I'm going to get my rope on, we'll pull my rope through, and then we'll be able to see, see if it does what we want. Good. I'll do, get the loop off the bag, flip it, clove it essentially, pop that on down there, and do a load of half hitches. With a tree this tall you can't do too many because it's not going to come off. Followed by a clove hitch at the top, tighten all that up. There we go. Right, pull this beggar through, see where we are. Hoping my rope's long enough for this, I'm not sure it will be. Right, that's just gone over that union there now. It's still rolling.
Hey, at least we're not talking about anything private. Did we do private? We got into this sort of thing while chatting.
Ew.
How do you do it? Yeah.
Right, I've not pulled my rope out my bag over there, that's good.
Oh, yes you have.
And the end's just come out. Right, we'll be careful about that. Might try and tie that end onto something. I don't want it to start disappearing up the tree. Here we go. We've had to tie two ropes together because this rope is 60 metres and it's long enough to get all the way up round the branch and down again, but not long enough to tie a base tie around the tree, which is substantial. Two ropes, two bowlines backed up with two double fishermen's and carabiners, so very, very safe. Running bowline round the tree, obviously backed up by a double fisherman's. I've tested this. Obviously there's a bit of stretching a rope this long now. Feels pretty firm, pretty bouncy. "98 feet I think we calculated to where this branch has gone over. Second shot with throwing the throw line, I think it was a good day. It doesn't normally work that well. Oh. Right, pull my visor down, don't get in the way of the GoPro then. That's what the sender giving. Nice and steady. As far as we know, this is the tallest tree in Great Britain. About 220 feet last measured, back in 2016. Where this rope's round is about the tallest of most trees day-to-day work on. Most of them obviously aren't that tall. Oh, getting warm now. Bit of deadwooding needed. Oh dear. Whew. Oh, day 5. Obviously, this is not ideal, but we're around this as well, so it wasn't too great a concern. But if I tried to pull my throw line back up through this, it would just get caught. Oh. There we are. Working up to where the ladder, as it were, starts to begin, which is obviously there's a bit of a gap and I can't spike this tree, so this is the toss and work up a little bit and toss and work up a little bit. Fun, but we're getting closer to stuff now. Also, there's quite a bit of dead, which we want to be careful of. There's so much weight and rope below me. I'll hitch it off so it stops trying to pull itself back through. Which it just fell off. Wrap it round there a couple of times, but right. Through there. Tossing her down. I don't want to just climb up on that one because that one is dead. So we'll just flick it round the tree. With some minor difficulty. There we go. Looking better. Only would be good to get it. This clipped on the other side of there, which I'll have to tighten itself a bit as I go up. But I'll sort that. So we're into the ladders now. I've set up a tip tie rope there for other climber, which will be coming up later, because that first bit was quite difficult to get up to the rest of the branches then, because there weren't any. Had to flick and get up through some stuff, and there was a lot of dead, and work into the canopy, get that rope tip tied in so we can get all the way up into this easy stuff here. And it's cracking. You gotta watch out for them, they're all over the place. Oh, look at that view. I think last time I did this tree, I did this bit sort of DRT, and some of these branches slope down a bit, like this. kind of running it and it starts going down the branch, whereas this, where I just flick this over, cinch it on, it's not going anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't climb through a tree with that anchor point, but it'll do to just support me up to the next point, you know, rather than running my climbing line all the way around the tree. Ooh, hit my head. Go off, I'll flick the sideline all the way around. But you can't reach. There we go. Here it comes. Hip. Do 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 do. Hold that on there for a second. Load each system before you unclip the next system. And very simply keep advancing up. In this case, you're more climbing the tree than climbing the ropes, if you know what I mean. The ropes are there for a bit of support, and obviously in case anything snaps or you need to descend. Not that this rope's long enough to get all the way down this tree in one descent. It's 40 meters long and no longer touches the floor, which does make you think. This is where it starts to get easier, because you do your first 100-foot SRT ascent, there's nothing below you, and it's like, woo, this is tall. But now, just surrounded by branches, which obviously, if you were taking this tree down, you'd cut them off, and it would still be like a pole. That's why the carabiner is staying on the rope. If I lose it and it flicks, these rope runners, I mean, the eye probably wouldn't go through it, but a soft eye would. A soft eye drops straight through these rope runners, and then you're stuck up a 200-foot tree with no rope, which would be, it would be a situation. Go down in 2 meter lengths on your sideline and then get someone to shoot you in the head with a throw line. Save me. In this case, these branches are getting, some of them are a bit thin here, so, I mean, to be fair, being a sausage, I'll flick it over that branch there, which is a lovely branch. Beautiful branch. Now you always want to try and flick it into the stem of the tree, you know. I reckon another 10 minutes of this will be at the top. Whew. That's a view. That is a view. Whenever you look at this tree from the ground, it doesn't look especially higher than any of the others. But now that we're up here, you can see the top of that one. If I was the same height here, I wouldn't be going any higher, you know. It's getting thin. Whereas this, I've still got a foot diameter at least. And a good easy 20 foot of climbing to go. It's on a slope, so obviously those trees may look higher, but they're further up the slope. That's a tall one there. We are not far off the top now. This part of the climb, I'm now sending my rope around the tree rather than on the branches. Cinch it on. Check your carabiners locked, because now it's getting sappy, because it's a Douglas fir and they're sappy. I've also got a loop here, pulled through all this slack, locked it off on the side, because there's that much weight of rope below me now. It's a pain trying to pull it through to flick it over stuff. So I've got a little 8-meter loop, oh probably not even that much, which I'm working on and ascending up here. Makes it a lot easier. Be careful not to snap any of these branches out. Everything's getting a little bit more sticky. Cinchy, cinchy. Well, this is obviously the question. How high up dare I go? I don't want to damage the tree. I just want to go pretty high to the top. So this is a problem with making a loop. You might catch it on a little noggin or something. Just to try and lick it off. There we go. I always wonder each time I come to this tree, is it still going to be it? Because we've had some right winds this winter. Get up to the top and oh, the top's gone. Not too bad. It's all getting sticky now. Yeah. I probably can't go much higher than this. I'm gonna go a little bit. There's some movement up here now, I'm not gonna lie. There is some movement up here. I'm gonna go one more. We're gonna go to here. I've got, I'd say 10 feet above me now. Whew! Wow. Yeah, look at that little one. And that one's shorter than that one. That's obviously down the hill a little bit. That is very similar, but that is slightly further up the hill. Incredible, these trees. The height they get to, and this is about 220 foot. They can in America and that they can get over 300 feet. So that will be another 100 foot on top of this. I don't know whether I'd want to go that high. But I don't know how much difference it makes from here. Feels like a different world down there, all up here by yourself. If I do fall, I've got a good long time before I hit the bottom. Not that obviously you can fall, that being the idea of everything. Whew! Stunning. So we have a great and illustrious plan. They're going to send me up a twirl on the drone and I'm going to catch it. I'm not sure how well this is going to go. Right, so you want to come straight in towards me now. This could go so wrong. Oh yeah, straight in towards me. Nice and gentle, keep coming. You're about 5 feet. Slow down a bit, maybe go down a tiny bit, Caleb. Yeah, hold my fingers still. Right, that'll do. Right, and come in very slow. Very slow. Tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. And stop. I have the twirl. I'm letting go. Hooray! No, don't go down. Go out. Go backwards. That is the most valiantly delivered twirl in the world. If I drop it now, I have eaten the twirl. That was very nice. Thank you very much. Could I have a sandwich and a brew? You want to go back to the right now, sweep to the right over your head. So I've just tip-tied myself about 20 feet down from the tip. I'm going to descend down to the other 2 ropes which are set in for getting into the tree. I'm leaving this as an SRT tip tie for now because I'll be going back up rather than DRT and rubbing my rope through everything. Nice and slow. Means you get less sap and everything. Hopefully this is long enough to get down to those other ropes. Should be long enough. Go down and help them get set up. There's quite a few fresh snap outs. On a long descent like this, you want to go nice and steady because rope can heat up. Gonna keep going, just keep going. Just keep going, keep going, gotta keep going. Right, I will probably hook on to this rope rather than the other rope, because this rope is easier. The rope I'm on is not long enough to get to the bottom, which is a shame. Flip that around there. Obviously the only thing with this is the rope runner does have some different friction settings for different ropes, but they should be quite similar to each other. Unclip this, being very careful not to pull any bits too far and lose them. I do have my zigzag clipped onto my harness, just in case I bust one of these pins out and lost a bit. It's quite unlikely to happen, but it'd be quite detrimental if it did. I don't know. Not go with anything. Slide that out. Slide this in. Pop it on. Pop this on in. We're on a new rope. Happy. Everything's good. Pull this beggar through. Descending, long descents, definitely worthwhile. Bundling your sideline up. Pull that bit of dead out of there, isn't it? In the way, ain't it? I'll leave it somewhere else. Wind will blow that out. Right, here we go. Keep going. There's a bit of a tangle going on here. I'm gonna bung this down here because it might be useful to me. Because I can transfer from one rope to another rope easier. That being on that side, I think. That does not reach the ground. Come underneath. Duck through without removing my GoPro, which I have been known to do. And down. And down. Hello! I can see you. If you look up, I'm coming down. That was some good drone flying, that, Caleb. Now all of these ropes, except for this one, you know where that tip tie was. This is a 40-metre rope, and that's as low as it comes. We don't need that stopper knot in there. I've already got stopper knots in. That, look at all that stretch. That's as low as it comes. That's nowhere near the top, and it doesn't reach anywhere near the bottom. It's kind of across the middle of the tree, and this is warm. Oh, I've got sandwiches out. Over a long descent, if you go too fast, you melt your rope. Hello.
Okay.
Where's the sandwich? Pull this through. Mate, we've got 4 ropes in this tree.
Wow.
But it's all dead easy now, because I can go from this difficult one straight on to my blue one. Look at all the stretch in it because of how long it is.
Wow. And that's what, 32 strands?
Yeah.
So it's not meant to be as much stretch as this.
You keep saying wow.
Wow.
Oh my God, it's not sliding. It's in the Bible about somebody after giving these stones. It literally says that. Well, like with the Bible passage.